the strategy that Ben said?
I know I'm staying at A and you're moving to C if we need to change.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't remember much of this, so I think I'm just kind of
Yeah,
staying
no,
where
I'm
I
sorry.
am.
I have no idea.
You and I stay at B, Ash, and then we trade with Millie, who's going to be on C.
Oh, okay, so nothing changed from last time.
Well, Millie or whoever DPS is on C.
It should be Ali, right?
Well, it depends who gets the tether. Could be
It
any
might be me.
DPS.
We're going for a drive.
Front. And then follow Millie.
Where are you going, Ash?
Well, I didn't follow melee, so I made a mistake, obviously.
Fab?
Huh?
Would you like to dance with me?
Oh my god, that's what was missing. Fuck. Sorry.
Oh, am I in the right place? I don't know.
I don't just was.
What?
Yeah, we swapped. It's fine.
Should be fine, right?
Oh dear.
Nope.
Okay, what happened?
Wasn't that tank spot at D, or did we change it, or?
No, we didn't G back, no. Last time we skipped, we tank that were on A could take the D spots, so we don't mess up the meteor.
It would be better if the tanks were always on D to maintain always their spots.
Yeah, it's arranged on C and melee on. Are we doing something different about the orbs? Or are we still clueless?
Just try not to get hit by it for the moment.
Okay.
Yeah. I would follow Ben's suggestion and try to kite them in a 90-degree angle.
I forgot the shield for that, sorry.
It's
We
okay.
survived.
Unforgivable.
The game is very stuttery.
She hits really hard with her auto attacks.
Yep.
Okay to see.
Sorry, it was West and East.
Oh. The wrong.
Oh.
Oh, again.
Sorry. Rupter.
For a drive.
Oh, we don't have any results. I'm not sure why we could go.
I wanted to see that. You not no. Bad.
Oh dear.
About the orbs. When we do eventually get to that part,
Yeah.
should we run to the orb with Tether 2 and then run clockwise?
Yeah. I'm not sure. I think.
As you prefer. Do what you want, just make sure it doesn't go towards the middle because there will be some people there. And don't hit any orbs for the moment.
Okay,
we are just trying to know what is happening until the end of the mechanic to figure what to do with the orbs. If they disappear when they disappear, etc. Just for the sake of clarity, keep them on the side. You can just do whatever you want with them, as long as they.
Well, if you're in the middle when you get for the things I've suggested you take. The way the Bens wrote it there. Raid strats and just go
I suggested
perpendicular.
to have exactly to go perpendicular right away, but
Yeah,
what James suggests works too. And in fact, it will make it better to control the orbs and keeping it on the side. But it requires additional movement, so I'm not sure it is.
I might be wrong because running to the orb initially might just kill everyone. I don't know.
No, we need to test.
Just for the moment.
south.
Yeah, thank you, God.
Oh god.
Okay.
Little too soon.
Yeah. I was running away from the. Yep.
In front.
Thank you. Sorry.
But
With the orbs, presumably you want to avoid the cones that are occurring to the tethered people, so the cardinals and probably want to run to a card.
Look away.
go.
I'm stunned.
Go.
Out.
It's not perfectly in the middle, so be careful.
Okay, maybe. Yes.
Rising.
Thank you.
How the hell do I avoid that?
You're supposed.
What happened?
If you have the tether, you change with the person on C who has the tether to the other players needs to switch to the person.
And vice versa. They
You
both need to switch.
Yeah.
Well, if you switch, of course. So what happened?
Yeah, there seem to be safe spots in the cardinals, so for the people with the orb, it would probably make sense to run to those.
Okay, so don't be
In
in.
like a, so if your orb spawns like at the south, you probably want to go to the west cardinal, etc.
I was trying to figure out why Ali didn't move.
It's fine. It was the first time we reached this part anyway for the night.
Okay.
I'll try to call it what needs to be done
No,
with
I
the...
just want to know if there's some kind of problem. Like,
I
I don't know,
imagine-
bad.
yeah.
Sometimes people use mouse with batteries and then it doesn't work and shit like that.
In front.
Front. Yes, west and east.
If you could stop picking me, it'd be wonderful. Behind.
Yeah.
Wow, that's why.
Well, that was the best.
Yep.
Go away.
If it is X kick, run obviously run the right way.
Fucking axe kick.
Yeah,
Come on. Come on.
I didn't move the boss there because I feel like it's better actually.
Makes it more simple for X kick, I think. In that particular one. Get the whole arena.
I can use Samba here. By the way.
Okay, we don't need to move the tether. So
You see what I mean? The safe spot is there where you want to be, or keep running.
oh.
Yeah.
Okay, my finger shrunk. My finger. What do I do?
Try pop it.
Ow!
Oh.
I
Killed
made a
me.
mistake.
I think I moved too much. I'm sorry.
Nice.
I think I
That
made somebody panic. I'm sorry. Around the arena.
When it was tiny, it still killed me. But
No, there are a lot of other things exploded. I don't know.
They definitely shrunk at some points.
Yeah.
it hit me for 120k.
Maybe they disappeared then.
Managed shrunk.
Yeah.
Just wanted to silence it.
Okay, but 120 it's takeable with
It's
shield.
survivable, but you'd have to shield everyone for that
Yeah.
whole
Well,
part.
it is the hardest one in the fight.
Don't know how you
still-
shoot everyone when you're so far apart.
Still, yeah. Let's see. Actually,
Did
I mean,
you
they
click
might
it? Oh yeah, you
I
did.
did. Yeah. I mean, it might
Sorry.
shrink again the second time
Oh.
to where it's even like super
Yeah.
easy to take.
Do you have to kite them the whole time? It's really harsh.
They move very like they. Oh, no, never mind.
now James, you got clipped by one of the cone AoE, I believe.
Oh,
Same as me, probably. Because I
It's
Did you
happening
see
towards
the-
the end.
I noticed something interesting. Like there was the bow tie inside the square. The orbs are on the outside when are being kited. The tethers and the orbs make a square outside, and the bow tie is in the center. Very elegant. But
Yeah, because there were some meteors in the north and south after the bow tie. You probably got
Yeah.
clipped by the north one. So there were convoy AoEs going out a second time north and south. So I imagine you got hit by that. So you probably have to keep running after you get into the safe spot with the orb.
yeah, that is true.
Sucks getting the orb if you're melee though.
yeah, there's probably a way to optimize it.
Probably.
Yeah.
We can find a way to optimize.
Yeah,
it
yeah.
once
No,
we
I'm not
figure
gonna.
it out. Thanks.
Simply must have my DPS.
Progress.
Max prog.
Do you want me to use the Samba for the light ram? It's the big AoE that comes before the meteors.
Yeah. Is it up again at that time?
Yeah, it comes up just as that one.
Front.
Yeah, if you could, that would help.
Yeah.
Please. Thank you. Yay.
The sacred soil is the same exact color as the arena. I never see it. I cannot see it. Oh, this is me. Fuck, sorry. I forgot it was me.
Resing.
Behind.
Yeah.
Ooh,
What?
just got
I disagree.
Prepare to look away.
Look away. In.
In.
Nice.
help us. Okay, I need to swap.
Convenient one to get tethered to.
Yeah.
I'll try not kill everyone with that one.
Okay, another set of cons. There was
Okay.
too many cons there. On south side with Ali, we were spread out enough. I don't believe we clipped each other with our cons. But by the looks of it, one cons, I mean, something weird happened.
Can you clip it
Hmm.
so we can watch
Yeah.
it?
Sure.
Nice.
Do you have enough time to run from one corner to the next with the orbs?
You don't
Yeah.
run to the corners, you run to the cardinal.
Yeah.
Also, it's a
You
circle
know what?
platform.
No, that, you know what I mean.
I don't know what you mean.
Ah, stop.
Okay, let me watch this clip, please. Then we can discuss the.
So let's see the cons. So Draken, I don't see who. Draken Kurati, I believe. Draken
Yeah.
Kurati were on top of each other, basically. So the cons hit you, but I'm not sure why everybody else is exploding.
It might be that I got hit by that cone towards there and I died from it. Maybe it just exploded everyone. I do seem to die before everyone else, ever so slightly.
I can't really tell.
No, Drake died first, I believe.
Yeah. All the people that did the
Yeah,
The
all
meteor
all
and
died
Taser.
at the exact same second.
But why did you guys die then? I mean, James is clearly inside the cone, so he died. He dies as well.
Doesn't look
Oh,
like
I
it,
guess.
so if I just take... Well, how did that happen? Take a screenshot of it, because I'm at the exact frame where, like, you guys die. James is still alive.
I die because the orb explodes, not because of the cone.
Okay, so James died, or someone with an orb died. Their ball exploded and killed everybody.
No, because the people with the tether died well before the people at the orb.
Yeah,
Oh,
there
yeah,
is.
isn't it?
Ali makes a good point. There is a meteor in the middle for 4 people.
Yeah, but this is not the thing that killed her.
I
4
don't
people?
know. Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe they
Yeah.
go with the orbs.
I don't know if that has anything to do with it or not, but I
You
was not
guys
inside that meteor.
actually
No,
lose your
it's clearly not that meteor. You can see at the end of the clip where, before the screen fades out, the thing is still there.
Okay.
and the meteor didn't follow. You can see the ball still dropping when everybody is
But
dying.
did somebody get hit by a cone, die, and then everybody else with an orb dies?
No, no one with the like when James did, but he died after the people with the tethers. So the balls exploded after.
Did we die because of the tethers? Maybe.
Maybe.
No, the tether got removed. The tethers are removed before the second set of cones on meteor people. Okay, let's try again.
I think we're getting it down there. There's
Yeah,
definitely progress there.
At least we
But
see a little more than before.
so definitely for the first set of cones, you
What
can
is
be
that?
in
What is that?
cardinal positions, but for the second set, you don't want to be anywhere north and south because
Does anyone know what that debuff is?
which one?
That
Right?
everyone has. Here, I'll take this one.
The
Yeah,
stacks,
it's the thing that if it reaches fives, we explode.
it goes up every time you get hit by something.
Yeah.
Because everyone with the tether had 5 or more when
That would be
when they died.
Yeah, I imagine getting hit by all the
Because
crap
I
in
know
the
getting
middle
hit
could
by
be so.
the cones gives you one, because I got an extra one when I got hit by a cone. So
Oh.
maybe you aren't supposed to get hit by the cones in that particular moment?
I imagine the people with the orbs mustn't get hit by those, but you can't really avoid them if you have the
I
tethers.
think that the cones will always target the people who are tethered to each other, and we cannot just.
Which
not
probably
be-
means the 4 people that have to stack for the middle one are the people with the orbs, because they probably won't have that stack, or they shouldn't have that stack.
Let's try again, but this is definitely something to keep an eye on.
With the last cone?
We got to 5. How is
Well,
it possible?
before the cone, Ben was on 5. And I believe Drake was on 5. Ali, you were on 4. Ben was on 5. So Ben and Drake were going to 6 when everything exploded.
Yeah.
Ali
Yeah,
went from 4 to 5.
So definitely that killed us. Yeah.
Curry only had 3. So Curry actually probably would have been fine if the tethers hadn't, or everyone else hadn't died, I should say.
But why do I have 3 and the others don't?
I don't know.
I don't understand.
We have to see where everyone's getting their stacks from.
No, yeah, so we are doing this wrong. I think the second set of meteors needs to be taken by the orb people, because with the chain damage and the 2 meteor we need to take, our stacks will be 2.
Yeah, I mean, in theory, the orb people, if they don't get hit by the cones, should only have 1.
We tether people are.
We just stay in our formation?
Wait, let me finish with my reasoning. Sorry. We tether people will take 2 stacks without any way to avoid them, because we get targeted by the cones. There is nothing we can do about that. So what was our...
I don't think it's a good idea for the orb people to be taking the meteors. They're standing in place too long, and they'll get caught up by the...
I just rewatched the clip creative. There is no other way to do that. My starting stacks was 1. I took the 2 cones, that's 3, and 2 more, it's 5, and I explode and kill everybody. In theory, Kurati and
So are you saying I didn't get hit by the how do I only have 3 stacks then?
Oh yeah, for some reasons.
How is that possible? That doesn't make sense, Ben.
Well,
Some
I don't know. Oh, but
Something else is giving you extra stacks, and I don't know what it is, but
no.
it's not possible that that reasoning is correct because I had only 3 stacks.
Yeah, what is happening is that for some reason, when at the beginning of the mechanic, you and Drake don't have any stacks. Sorry. Let me picture. I just did a screenshot. Put it on the Discord. It's a bit tiny, but I don't have any choice. As you can see, Ash and me start at 1. Shelly starts at 2. Kurati, you have 0. James at 2. Drake at 0. Amelie and Ali at 1.
What's causing people to get the stacks?
This is the
What?
initial
Yeah.
But like,
stacks.
it seems so
like
it
from
seems so random. It's like who?
Okay, so then what if the people who start without any stacks are the people who are supposed to take the north and south things?
We need 2 people in the north and south meteor.
I don't know then.
Let's try again. This is a bit weird, but we don't have the same amount of.
I just think that for the people kiting to take the meteors is unreasonable because they're standing still for far too long, and then they cannot control the direction of their orb as well as
I agree with you, Kurati. I'm just telling you that for the tethered chain people, if we start at 1 and we have to take 2 cones and 2 meteors, we just die anyway.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
I'll try to keep track of mine.
Did we add death that could have possibly only Ali has death weakness, but even then she was up before the cast, so
Yeah, that's right. She didn't go.
I'd say we just keep an eye on the stacks.
But at least we know we need to pay attention.
Well, we've got one part of it correct so far, so behind. It's east and west.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Rising.
In front.
Nice, man.
Remember to look
away.
In.
Hey.
Pulling the boss back to the middle. Okay. So it's BNC that should swap. BNC should swap, but it's too late now. Oof. Yeah, you eat a you eat an orb on your way.
I thought I avoided the orb. I ate a cone.
Yeah, it's because we were very late in placing ourselves.
Yeah, that's one of the times that both Ali and I got tethered. So.
Yeah, so let's decide what should we do.
I can move because I don't have to cast. So
Okay.
Ali can stay on C and I will go to A.
You go to A and then we do the swap of whatever needs to be done. We need to decide that for Drake and James.
Yeah,
Okay.
James and I were fine.
James, you will go and see if it happens that you both have the tethers.
Actually, I'm not sure because like, is the one on C always?
You can
Broke
have-
up.
Is the person on C always gonna swap with B?
Yes.
Then
No,
isn't
they
it
can
better
swap
if-
with A as well.
Oh,
Oh, they can. Yeah, that's right. If they don't
Okay, so-
have the.
But
Yeah,
there is no choice, Amelie.
yeah.
You need to spread out at the beginning so we know the initial shape and then swap people out.
I was just making sure that I made the right decision with the casting and not. I wasn't sure. But if we have to move regardless, I will still go to it.
front. It's north and south. What?
I had to cast Asuna twice. I don't understand why it didn't go through.
Do it too quick.
Stand.
Behind.
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 Go away.
Away.
Side. Okay, so it's Ash and Ali.
Just be careful because it's going to clip the very north of this. I can't help it. I need to stay out. Be careful. Okay. We want... Try pop.
Yeah. Okay. So I look at the debuff and it was the same this run as well. 2 people without any stacks, 2 people with one stack of the thing, and 4 people with 2 stacks of the thing. Or maybe, I mean, it was the same as what I showed. Yeah, 4 ones, 2 twos, and 2 zeros. So we definitely need to change
Something.
Yeah. But I'm trying to think how we can
Did you
change.
notice if it was like, for example, tanks and healers got less stacks than DPS, or was it random?
No, it was Amelie and I. We didn't get any sacks this time. Both healers were at 1 stacks, as well as Shelly and Ali, and Drake and James were at 2 stacks. So let's see. From
is it possible that it has something to do with proximity to the boss when she casts the light rampant?
I can't be out.
Yeah, I doubt it.
Maybe
Okay.
it's Well, maybe not. Maybe it could be closest and
Or
farthest.
proximity to each other. I don't know.
It doesn't matter anyway.
Okay.
Like, if I don't get any stacks, I mean, if I get some stacks next run, someone else won't get any stacks.
Yeah.
But now we need to decide how to handle the set of mechanic. Let's see. Here in this particular run, I had no. So in fact,
Maybe it's for taking the last meteor. The people with less stacks are the ones who go for the last meteor in the center.
you are correct, Kurati. I'm pretty sure there's that, but we cannot even reach this part because we explode.
Before.
So
I got hit by one cone before I died, but I survived. And then somebody exploded and I died.
if anybody has any suggestion,
It's not because
feel free
the
to.
cones are overlapping, is it?
No, it's
I
not.
don't think so.
The tethered people take 4 instances of damage, 2 meteors and 2 cones, which makes 4 stacks. If they start at 1, they immediately die and kill everybody else. So in fact, I don't know how we can do that, but for the second set of meteors, we need the orb people that start at 1 stack to take this set.
Yes. I think Mealy's right. If we get hit by the cones, then we're all dead. I mean, if people kiting.
Yeah,
get
of
hit by
course,
the-
of course.
Yeah.
And the
So-
problem still is, though, how do we
Yeah.
get people to survive from hitting the cone or getting hit by the cones at the last? minute?
The safe areas are quite big.
No,
For the
The
first
people,
set
the
of
people
cones.
with the tethers, though, like to each other.
the problem is not the orbs at the
I
moment.
think
The meteors and the the fact that you got clipped, Karate. Well, it's not good. Don't do that. But it's not the issue there. It's not the issue. The issue here is that Ash and Ali, that started at 1 stack, did the whole set of chain and tether and cones mechanic. So they reached 5 and exploded. So they shouldn't be the one to do one of this mechanic. They cannot not do the cones because it's directly targeting them. So they can only do one meteor. But I'm not sure how we can resolve this.
Just make sure he's moved, by the way.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. People that are tethered to each other maintain their formation. They stay in their positions, and the cone people go in and take the.
Cone peoples are the same people as the chain.
The orb people go and take the north and south meteors.
It's just about how to do that without.
Do we know if the tethers themselves, the proximity tethers, have anything to do with stack count?
They do.
They don't increase your stack count.
But I don't think it affects it before it turns to fated chaining, does it, Ben? I don't.
Sorry, what are you asking?
The distance of the length of the tethers between people.
No, that doesn't matter. That doesn't change anything.
Yeah, The only two things that seem to affect it are getting hit by a meteor or getting hit by the cone AoE. Both of
Well, I
those
assume
things.
getting hit by a ball also increase your stack.
Potentially, yeah. I don't know if we've tested that without dying.
So let's see in this
I,
particular.
I think we could give Ali's thing a try.
I think Ali's correct, to be honest.
Yeah,
So yeah, but
I'm just not sure
how do
you
you
get them
do
to
that?
take it.
Like,
Well,
will we
yeah,
be?
we're moving clockwise with the orbs. So the
Yeah.
person who's going clockwise, if the meteor is in front of them, they go and stand on it with one of the people who doesn't have a mark. 'Cause there's people on both hemispheres of the arena who don't have as many stacks as the others. There'll be two people from the orb kiting people who have less stacks, and two people from the meteor people who have less stacks. So one orb people and a meteor person can take one of the meteors, and the same in the other one. If
You,
you
you are correct, Trati, but this
you
is
know.
difficult to accomplish. I also think we should follow Ali's suggestion to have all the orb people doing the second set of meteor. My main concern is that if us chain people do not move and all people go inwards to take the second set of meteor, well, there is a fair amount of chance that somebody will get clipped by the biggest orbs that follows the orb people.
Yeah,
But we can try. We can try.
I don't know. This is the best suggestion I can come up with at the moment.
The problem is, it's like, say, you know, in this screenshot here, you can see James, for example, is up at 1. So he's next to a meteor, so in theory he could go into that meteor. But there's no one else to join him in it that can really go into it, because Ali and Drake are next to it, but they already have 3 stacks, so they can't do it.
Can we go half and half somehow? Like the chained people? Like
well, that's what I was saying. Drake and Ali can't, because they both have 3 stacks. So once you have,
this is why Ali's suggestion to have all the orb people doing the second set of meteor.
Yes, I can't see in my head how to get them there without the orbs crashing into someone.
Yeah, I'm having trouble picturing that as well.
2 people can get there at least in this. I can get to the north one. I believe Drake. No, not Drake. Someone else could have got to the south.
Curry is the next one next to you.
Yeah, I'm behind James.
But the other DPS who have the orbs, they can't do it. Oh, I say DPS, other people.
I don't know. I think we should do a few more pulls and have a
let's give it some other pulls, and let's just do what Ali suggested.
Yeah.
So we do the bow tie. We do the bow tie, the chain people, and then we don't move anymore. And the orb people try their best to cut their orbs, not hitting anybody with their orbs, and stand in the second set of meteor when they shoot.
I'm ready, sorry.
I should feel if you need.
Yes, let's just do the clockwise.
I think I preferred O4S.
black.
Nice. It's north and south.
Thank you.
Front.
Okay.
Look away.
Out.
Mr. GC.
Oh, GCD.
James,
It's
No,
imagine
it's-
losing your stacks.
Oh, that's spooky. That's
So I have 3, so maybe
oh my god.
the orb went straight through that one.
Well, we need to decide who from the orb are taking which meteors.
Well, there should be one person north, one person south, and one person west, and one person east. So the west one goes to north, and the east one goes to south, isn't it?
All right, we can decide to do that. I was west and I decided to go south, but I can go north. I mean, west can go north.
That's not going clockwise. That's going anti-clockwise. So you better just always
No,
keep
that's
the
going clockwise.
What?
If you're on west, then you continue towards north.
That's what he didn't do. He was
Yes.
west and he went south.
Yes, I know.
Yeah. I'm just went into a meteor because I didn't see two people.
No, it's
Very
not.
close.
But it seems like it's gonna be quite difficult getting the things in proper position. Like when I'm standing here on my first position on the circle, like this time Ben came from like here and tried to towards here, and I had a bit like forward and start exploding. So I think the same thing will happen on this position if we go with the clockwise thing, isn't it? It's gonna be hard for the person coming from here and trying to go here without touching.
But, well, I agree, but Amelie managed to do it there. She started well, and she went to beat around and tried to be in the meteor south. And I guess she managed to dodge whoever was on C at this point.
It was very spooky though.
Yeah, it was very spooky. I was spooked for the person. I was just like, oh, they're gonna die.
I was very scared.
Yeah, I was at the north spot, but that orb ended up being right on my ass.
I don't know.
I think James is correct with that one. I do
It's
have a
just,
feeling
there's
that
no
it's
way.
less
Yeah,
stack people. The people who start with no stacks are the ones who need to do it, I think.
There is only two people
In
started.
each set of group. In each group. There's 2 from the orb kiting and 2 from the meteor. So that's 4.
I don't see how it
two.
matters. I don't see how it matters. the orbs people don't take any damage whatsoever if they don't do any mechanic. So even if they start at 2, the highest amount of stacks, they can still do.
All I'm saying is that they have to be the ones to do the second set of meteors behind. People with less stacks have to do that one. Otherwise, the people with most stacks will reach 5 and explode.
And I'm telling you, this is not correct because the orbs people that starts with the highest amount of stacks can still do the meteors because they don't get hit by anything.
Okay, then let's just do it like that then. Just
And this
let
is what we try to. This is what we try to do.
East and West.
I still think the people with the orbs should just go for the final one, because at that point the tethers have disappeared. It will be a lot easier.
They need to take another instance of damage. They need to take another hit. They need to do something else. Since they are not targeted by the cons, they need to do another meet on top of the final one.
Thank you, Ali.
I'm sorry, but if we have to discuss, can we, like, because I can't
Not do
focus.
it in the fight. Yeah.
Yeah, because I cannot focus on what you're saying. I'm sorry.
Look away.
Well, it doesn't really matter. Go away. We were not discussing each other's roles. We were just discussing the overall way of resolving the mechanic.
Yeah, but that's more important. Okay.
Oh, I'm in the wrong place. I kind of worked out.
I have 1 stack. Ali should take it. Yeah, maybe. Ali would take it, and then someone else would take it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, Ali got hit by the orb again.
We can't be ready if we don't know what we're doing.
Yeah.
We know what we are doing.
No, we're not. We have no idea who's taking this.
No, I mean,
No.
so I will try. I will try to sum up. The tethered people do their bow tie and do not fucking move after that ever, and the orb people somehow manage to cut their orb and to do the meteors. That's it. And if they clip people, we will adjust our positions. But we know what to do. We just cannot achieve it.
No, people didn't know what to do because we were not doing that.